That's Governor Abba Yusuf of Kano State. They were against us. Thank God they lost. We won at the Supreme Court. Again, you will recall what happened during the Emirates issue, when the Kano State House of Assembly sacked former Emir Bayero. The former Emir was brought back into Kano amidst heavy, tight security. And issues happened. The party had to join Emir Sanusi in occupying the Emir's palace. And to date, the Emir's guest house, which they call the Nasarawa Palace, is being occupied by Ado Bayero. And he has more security details there than even the governor of Kano State. So we say to those who has the authority to bring someone into a state with the military, or to bring someone into a state and keep the person there with the police. And your guess is as good as mine. And that is why some people say it could only be permission from the presidency. And that is the APC. So that is the second part. Then they, of course, you know that the APC are members, they went to the Federal High Court. When it now came to the, and then let me link it again, purportedly our own people, they are no longer, you understand, who were in NNPP or NNPP association with basket of fruits. They went to, the public, what do we call it, press conferences and what have you, supporting Ado Bayero. Then we came to the local government elections. They actually went to court. That is the people who are no longer members of the NNPP and the APC. Both went to court, praying for the same thing, to stop the local government elections. So when you have those three, and then little incidents, the latest being last week, when the Maulud by the Tijaniya group was to be held in Kano. You would have seen the crowds. The Nigerian police, the night before, said, no, it's not safe. There's a terror alert. Don't hold this. The state went on. They held it. The police were not there, apparently, and it went peacefully. But you had hundreds of thousands or millions of people there. It went peacefully. So it makes you wonder, but we are no longer wondering. We know. I remember once I told, this was even during the Emirates issue, I told His Excellency the Governor, I said, we will win this issue, and after this issue, they'll raise something else. It will keep going on until 2027, okay, when they lose again. That's the APC.
All right,
in Kano.
Mr. Johnson, you've broken down in clear details what the challenges are and what they've been, and you say the NNPP is under attack. So can we clarify this? It means that the NNPP doesn't have any internal crisis. Is that what you're telling us now? There's no internal crisis?
Sir, please, if you are a news central, if one or two of you, either Omoba or Amazing, decide that they want to move to a different network, does that mean you're in crisis? You're not in crisis. Are they counting those who are coming in, especially the youth? I was explaining this to someone in Lagos 2-3 days ago before I came to Abuja. I said to him, I said, the amount of youth that are coming through to NNPP or through to Kwankwaso. Kwankwaso is not NNPP, it's different. I said to them, I said, it's amazing. I don't know most of them. So you have one or two people who have been in the system, who might have aspirations that they might not achieve, or might feel they would not achieve within the system, who will cross carpet. That happens, that's not a crisis. What is making you think we have a crisis is the fact that we have people who were members and are willing to be used as tools and are being used as tools to throw stones, to say, no, this person is suspended. No, this person is not in the proper NNPP. What I always wonder is, I always ask my friends in the press, don't you ask them questions? You're asking me questions now. Now, I've told you, go to INEC. Look at the, if you do not want to waste your time going, just Google INEC, go click, political parties click, you'll see all the logos, you'll see all the names of the chairman. Simple things. I asked at that time, how does Agbo Major go within 1.5 weeks from being a publicity secretary that was suspended to being a national chairman without a convention, and the press accepted. Thank God there was, I will not name his name, he has a politics program on one of the other major channels. Had an exclusive long-term interview with him during the weekdays in the evening, or one of the weekdays. And he told him, he said, Agbo Major, I remember how they ended the show, I cannot call you national chairman of NNPP. You might say you might say you are, but I cannot call you that because I know that at the moment, the people, and we're not Kwankwaso group either, because I was about to say that, but the national office, as is in Mahatma Gandhi in Area 11, are the ones that are on the INEC portal.
Okay, thanks for
we seem to accept everything.
Thanks for your clarification, Mr. Johnson. They say a house divided cannot stand on its own. You've mentioned a few things. And defections are not a new phenomenon in Nigerian politics. The APC spokesperson in Kano State, Alhaji Musa, disclosed that over 100,000 members reportedly switched sides from NNPP to the APC. How does this impact your chances in the 2027 elections? And the authentic leadership of the party, you and the national chairman, the ones on the INEC portal, what steps are you taking towards, fixing your house and making sure that the disgruntled and ex-members of the NNPP, like you said in your words, will not be used as tools by the ruling party?
The first thing, I don't know who the publicity secretary of the APC is, and I don't mean to insult him, but you should please try to check that he's not on, he wasn't high on something when he was speaking. You understand? I don't know whether they saw 100,000 members crossing from NNPP to the APC. On the contrary, you will remember that people cross and keep crossing every day to the NNPP in Kano. And you will remember that even Ganduje, their national chairman and former governor in Kano, was removed or suspended from his ward. And the people who left the party subsequently. So it is actually going the other way. But talk is cheap. You can't stop people from talking, as I say. Talk is cheap. They will say whatever they want to say. But how do we protect ourselves? Is by continuing to deliver good governance in Kano State. It is, the bar is low. Because if you've had Ganduje for 8 years, I tell you the bar is low. And of course, Abba Kabir Yusuf has exceeded that. When you look at what is done in education, healthcare, etc., infrastructure, what is going on at the moment. So that is the first thing. The youth in Kano, please, you need to do an independent exercise. Talk to the youth in Kano on the streets. They'll tell you that there's hope, that this is the government that they see that gives scholarships to the youth, that does this, empowerment programs, etc., etc. So we are a party of ideology. and we keep doing what we have to do, there's always room for improvement, and we will keep trying and attempting to improve in delivering services to the people. What we can do, what we have to do, apart from that, is to do what I'm doing right now, to keep going around, setting the record straight, because they will not stop until elections. They will keep misinforming Nigerians, keep getting people that they can give money to, who will stand up and tell you that overnight he has become the authentic chairman of NNPP in some states in the country, not just Kano, because they'll keep running from high court to high court, and you don't expect that all judges know what is going on. But they go to those courts and do not tell the courts the whole truth. They do not tell the courts that they've had a case in the Federal High Court in Abuja, where they have been listed and been told that they are no longer members of the party.
All right.
They went to do some fast in Abba recently. They took the old constitution, took it to the court. The old basket of fruits. There's no party that has the basket of fruits anymore.
Anyway, I'm sure when we do have that faction join us, we would also get their own views and their own thoughts.
Sorry, sir. When you do have that group join you,
we would like to have you
a faction. You know, you are the journalists. I don't know English much. I had to Google the other day, what is a faction? It says it's a smaller part of a bigger one. They are not part of us. And they say we are not part of them. So let them tell you how they...
So I will call them the group.
We have told you, go to INEC. Yeah.
I would like to have both of you
at the same time. You can talk to them.
No problem. When we have that group, like you rightly said, that they do not want to be part of your own group, in other words, so we can't call them a faction yet, we'll make sure that we get their own side of the story as well. But in the meantime, thanks for clarifying that there's no internal issues with the NNPP. Rather, you are being under attack. Thanks for your time, National Publicity Secretary Ladipo Johnson, for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me. Have a lovely week.